It's mid-2013. You rush home after school, jump on the computer and log into Club Penguin or Moshi Monsters. You spend hours with your friends, working through the minigames, earning coins, collecting the coolest accessories and leveling up. It felt like our online clubhouse, where we could play and make friends with other kids. But now, it's mid-2021, and these MMORPG platforms are no longer active. So where do kids play online now? Where can kids go when you shut their platforms down? If you didn't share in the nostalgia trip, let me fill you in. Kids-centered game platforms like Club Penguin, Moshi Monsters, Build-A-Bearville and Toontown were Gen Z's favourite way to spend time online as kids and preteens. Club Penguin alone had 330 million users when it shut down. So why did it? Many of these platforms are running on the outdated Flash software, and when Flash shut down, so did they. But how can these companies, who have been profiting off their underage users, simply abandon the kids to roam around the uncensored web? These companies educated kids on how to sign up, log in, and check out of the real world, and now the kids are hooked with no sufficient alternatives. So where are they logging on to now? If your instincts are telling you kids don't belong on the computer full stop, in the nicest way possible, get with the times. Recent research from the Royal College of Paediatrics and Child Health in the UK said that the evidence that time in front of a screen has a negative effect on children is, quote, contested, and that the, quote, evidence of harm is often overstated. Their advice to parents is to, quote, stop worrying. However, if peer-reviewed scientific consensus isn't your thing, you might prefer this video on why the Earth is flat. Computer literacy is now just as important as reading and writing, and there's no better way to learn than through play. While the vast majority of these online worlds are now defunct, a few select games stood the test of time. Minecraft always had a slightly older audience, who seem to have stuck around, with the average Minecraft player being a 24-year-old male. New MMO games have been created, but again targeting that older teen audience, such as Fortnite, with an average user age of 19. These online spaces, previously kid-dominated, are now adult spaces with adult language and content. So where are the kids looking on? Unfortunately, many of them are bypassing the games and logging onto social media platforms. TikTok and Instagram are filled with pictures and videos of kids singing, dancing, and, well, being kids. They create content, post it, share it, and message their friends within the platforms. The same affordances shared by the kid-friendly platforms of the past. Without proper monitoring, education, and safety features, which were built into the defunct platforms, children are potentially victimizing themselves in this adult-dominated space. On social media platforms, adults view these children's content and interact with them. In 2018, the average age of commencing social media use was 11.2 years old, yet that statistic is likely lower today, with 94% of Australian parents introducing the internet at age 4 in 2021. But won't these children's spaces attract predators? Of course, just like they do in real life. But the features of these kid-friendly virtual worlds didn't allow them to interact with the same freedoms and ease available on social media. Guarding spaces for children to ensure there is only children in those spaces is undeniably safer than throwing them in with the adults. Disney certainly has a lot of explaining to do. As a company that profits off of the fairy tale fantasies of children, they also profited more than anyone in the age of children's MMORPGs, with Disney operating and subsequently shutting down over 10 platforms, including the popular Club Penguin and Toontown. Over 400 million combined underage users who had invested and worked to build their virtual communities were banished from their platforms. For years, Disney capitalized off monthly subscription fees, trading cards, merchandise, and in-game extras, profiting $50 million on Club Penguin alone. There is no bigger giant in kids media. No single company makes more off of getting kids onto their devices. So at what point is it Disney's responsibility to create and keyword maintain safe, kid-friendly spaces onto the screens they already dominate? Kids aren't dumb. Putting a few games on your website to distract them while you sell them stuff is not what anyone has ever asked for. Kids want the same affordances on their platforms as we do, and more importantly, they want the same affordances you previously offered them. Let the kids play, and keep them safe while you're at it.